Hello and welcome to Mangatora 96, and today we're going to talk about High School DxD. It's time to talk about the strongest evil dragon, who despite being called an evil dragon, isn't actually a bad guy with whom you can't reason with. He just likes to fight a little too much. I'm of course talking about Crom Cruach. But before we start, here's the spoiler warning. I shall be spoiling a lot of things in this video, so if you don't want to be spoiled, I would highly recommend that you go and read the light novel, as it is an enjoyable read. For everyone else, let's start with an overview on who Crom Cruach is. Crom Cruach is an evil dragon known as the Crescent Circle Dragon and is said to be the strongest evil dragon of all. He was formerly affiliated with the Chaos Brigade's Clipod along with the other evil dragons. Unlike the other evil dragons, Crom Cruach appears to be calm and quiet, as he usually leans on nearby walls when on standby. He also appears to put his objectives first, as despite his love for battle, he was willing to leave after 10 minutes and he was only told to hold off his enemies. He also seems to have a much greater amount of self-control, since he backed down after Issa refused to fight him due to exhaustion. As noted by Wally, Crom Cruach is even more of a battle maniac than he is, and spends all the years he was absent training between the human world and the underworld. When fighting, he prefers to fight alone, getting angry if an outside combatant interferes with his battle. He has also a very strange demeanor, such as not repeating his words more than twice, as it is seen when Issa asks him in volume 20, and also tends to not answer a direct question or order if he deems it not important, and will answer in silence response. Crom Cruach also has an extremely merciless side, which is what earned him an infamous reputation as an evil dragon, as shown when he ruthlessly brutalized Ninhorn after the latter attacked Office. Despite all of those traits, he has an honorable and respectful nature befitting that of a true dragon, even though he is an evil dragon, just like Apopis and Ajidaka. Due to his hatred of dirty and nasty tactics and tricks as seen during his intervention against Ninhorn through the DxD Grammary group, he states that he will relentlessly and ruthlessly beat him up until his consciousness fades. Tanin also noted that out of all the evil dragons he is the purest one, despite being called the most evil out of all of them. Because he lived for many centuries and Crom Cruach's eyes have seen many things, including the vast changes in the history of the human world, which in turn have changed his views. He also can appraise and praise his opponents, as he did with Fafnir and Asya, for her bravery to stand against him and her courage making him feel deeply honored. As for his past, in the past, Crom Cruach was controlled by Balor, the evil god from Irish mythology. After Balor was defeated by Lu, Crom Cruach went around to observe the human world and the underworld as part of his training and experience. Afterward, he left the land where he resided due to finding the intrusion of Christianity an annoyance. Sometime during his training, he met Rizwan's group and joined them in order for him to be able to fight strong foes and to see the place where dragons would reach at the end. As the strongest evil dragon, Crom Cruach is superior to Apopis and Ajidaka due to continuous training since Balor died, as he achieved powers surpassing Daedric and Albion in their prime. He held off Issa in his crimson armor and Wally in his scale mail without being serious due to simply stalling for time. He also forced Dulio, the strongest exorcist, to use his balance breaker, which Mikael had forbidden without permission. In volume 23 he released a potent aura that rivals the Infinite Blaster, leaving a hole in the barrier field and destroying the field around him. In volume 24 he fought on par with Wally in Diablo's dragon Lucifer. The latter stated he couldn't be defeated by an average god class being. In true volume 2, Crom Cruach defeated Fafnir in outrage mode with no issue despite the latter breaking his arm, and fought Daedric to a standstill despite that. Also in true volume 4 he defeated Ajidaka too, who is said to have strength above a Dragon King. As for his role in the story, Crom Cruach first appeared in volume 16 where he was introduced by Marius Tepesh as their bodyguard. When the extraction of the Holy Grail started, he commandeered Grendel's fight and fought against Issa with his true queen and Wally with his normal balance breaker, and was able to successfully stall them for 10 minutes without taking any major damage. In volume 18 he took part in the invasion of Heaven. Unlike Walburga and Ladon, he only fought casually, only doing enough to fulfill his role. It was only when he fought against Issa while he was in true queen mode that he became interested. He was winning the fight, but Walburga entered the fray. The two argued and Crom Cruach lost the will to continue the fight. He walked away, telling Walburga that she was on her own. He was then challenged to a fight by Dulio, which he happily accepted. He later arrived at the site of Issa's battle with Risen, alongside Dulio. When Risen called for him to retreat with him, he wordlessly refused. Right before leaving heaven, he questioned Issa about whether he is a devil or a dragon, challenging Issa to another fight in order to see his dreams of the end of the dragons, but was refused by Issa, who asked him to wait until he had fully recovered. When asked whether he was still with the Clipot, he denied it and left. Crom Cruach visited the Hyodo residence in volume 19 to deliver the egg of a spectre dragons to repay a debt of gratitude to Tanin, as he gave him food and shelter. After meeting Office, he challenged her to a fight, but she replied that she cannot, as she promised to Issa that she wouldn't fight, and when asked if there is any way around, she replied that she doesn't know. In volume 20, he is seen observing Office as she takes care of the spectre dragon egg. He accepts some bananas from Asya. Then, after Asya tells Issa about Fafnir's current state, Crom Cruach tells them not to worry about, because Fafnir is a dragon king and that he is strong enough to survive Rizwan's vicious attacks. He is present to watch the security footage of Ninhorg's intrusion into the Hyodo residence. When Issa angrily asks him why he did not get there sooner, he responds that he is only there to observe Office and does not say any more than that. During the surprise attack on the Ageras, Crom Cruach stops Issa and Rias from fighting Ninhor. He then punches Ninhor, telling him next time that he would not let anyone interfere with his observation of Office. When Issa apologizes to him and tries to bow to him, Crom stops him, telling him that a heavenly dragon should not bow to an evil dragon. In volume 21, Crom and Sao Sao arrive together at the war zone in Japan, siding with DxD's army to fight against Clipot's army of evil dragons, fake scale males, and a body of 3 hexa controlled by Apopis. In volume 22, Crom joins Rias' spirit as her pawn under the alias of Mr. Black for the rating game World Tournament. In volume 23, after having won continuous victories, their next rating game was against an ultimate class devil. Crom reveals his identity to the public and completely demolishes the field with his fists. He even dealt some damage to the opposing team king. Eventually, their opponents were being defeated one by one, forcing the ultimate class devil to surrender victory to Rias' team. As for his relationship with Issa, Crom Cruach is interested in his power and ability as the current Red Dragon Emperor, as he has shown a desire to battle him multiple times and became irritated when his solo battles are intruded upon, as demonstrated by Walburga's interruption in Heaven. After the battle in Heaven, Crom asked Issa if he was a devil or dragon, as he asked for another fight, but Issa managed to convince him to fight on another occasion, as Crom left Clipot. After Opis was attacked by an evil dragon, Issa became angry with Crom, who remained stoic. During the DxD's attack on the Clipot-controlled Agares, Crom took over Issa's fight, allowing him to go forward to save his parents, as Issa apologized for his action prior, but Crom stated that it was fine and that there was no reason for a heavenly dragon like Issa to lower his head to an evil dragon like him. During the Evil Dragon War, Crom appeared at the Japanese front to assist Issa, stating that he would be troubled if Issa or Wally were to die. When the Azazel Cup began, Crom took Issa's place as Rias' pawn during the tournament. After the preliminary stage, Crom stated that he wished to fight against Issa and Daidrag, as he took off to train himself for the upcoming fight. He told Daidrag that he would like to fight Issa, but that also he wants to watch over his growth. A side effect of spending time with Daidrag and the others, as he stated that he would fight Issa after he awakened Great Red's power. As for his relationship with Rias, at first the relationship was rather neutral, but Rias allowed Crom to take Issa's place as her pawn for the duration of the Azazel Cup, under the condition of fighting strong foes and an endless supply of bananas for him to eat. During the rating game against Wally, he fought Wally to keep him busy and to protect Rias. During the rating game against Issa, he followed her instruction, such as her order to cripple the enemy team's means of recovery by limiting Asya, though Rias made it interesting for him by telling him how to get Fafnir to fight in his outrage mode. After his team's elimination from the Azazel Cup, Crom stated to Dialog that he is in debt to Rias, so he will show up if there is any problems. As for his relationship with Asya, their relationship at first is rather vague and neutral, but when she gives him some bananas, Crom acknowledges her beautiful personality, as it is seen when he says bananas are good. He also seems to like her out of all the members of Rias' group, aside of Issa, Rias and Office. In True Volume 2, Crom, who was ordered by Rias to defeat Asya to remove Issa's team's means of recovery and Crom's own desire to face Fafnir in battle, challenged Asya to a battle. He acknowledged her resolve and guts to face him by herself to give her friends a time to escape, despite knowing she could not win against him, which earned Crom's respect. During Crom's and Fafnir's battle, Asya supported Fafnir by healing him and using her balance breaker to negate some of Crom's attacks. After Crom defeated Fafnir, Asya kept fighting Crom as she fired offensive fire and wind magic, declaring as the servant and future wife of the Red Dragon Emperor she would fight until the end, which deeply impressed Crom, as he stated it was an honor to fight her and Fafnir. She is also one of the people he is in debt to. With this I covered everything that I wanted to cover on Crom Cruach. And that will be all for this video. If you like this video, leave a like, leave your thoughts in the comments below, or subscribe to the channel for more manga reviews and One Piece content. And until next time, take care.